OMG, we're back in the same place we were before. But I'm gonna be giving you a tour of a new RV, our other RV, which is our van. So last time I gave you a tour of this travel trailer, this is our stationary RV living setup. But if we want to travel, we actually take our van with us. And this is a pre-tour. So I'm gonna do a more official tour, but I've been promising a little sneak peek of the van, and so I wanted to give it to you. And so we're gonna go on a trip, but I was gonna show you what everything kind of looks like. If you can't see, this is our stationary setup here at the RV park. And the sun's kind of bright out here. But let me show you the van. So the van is right here. Let me take you inside. So I know my neighbors are probably watching, and somebody said something about me recording in my last video. They made a comment, and so if you like this video, let me go ahead and tell you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, my Blog and Brandi YouTube channel, and hit that little bell icon so you're notified every time that I publish. I wanted to make this tour because I always say that I'm gonna make this tour and I have to take these things down. So I'll go ahead and kind of give you a pre-tour because I'm prepping the van to actually go on a trip. So this is our Pleasure Way. I'll have to get the exact details, but it's a 2012 Pleasure Way. If you've ever seen our orange van in any of my videos, 8-hour energy van, this van is actually like the same exact van. It's just a wider body, and I think either they raised the roof a little bit or something like that, but it's literally the same exact van, gas and everything else. So this is the van that we take, and we literally bought this van so that we could take the dogs on trips with us. So we wanted something that we could tour in and not take the big bus. So we sold the bus and we got this van and the stationary travel trailer. So the travel trailer stays here on the lake. See the start side door. I didn't want anybody hearing me talking. But somebody said something about me recording, and I was like, well, if you only knew all the messages I've gotten from my landlords about, recording here and there. That's why I'm kind of weird about recording, but one day that won't be an issue. Anyways, but this is the van that we take, and so I just want to give you a pre-tour, okay? So if it's a little sloppy, I'm sorry, but this is for my true fans that I promised this to. So this is our T-Mobile internet. I was going to put this down. We have T-Mobile home internet, and we use that whenever we're parked. So we actually leave this van at a facility, in a storage facility, and we put up a little camera inside here. Our little GoPro, well, it's not a GoPro, it's a drop cam. And we plug this in because our RV actually can stay plugged in when it's at the facility, which maybe I can share a little bit about, but I couldn't do a huge tour at the facility because there's like multi-million-dollar. See, look, this water pump was on, so that means the battery's been draining all night, which you would normally think our battery would recharge when we're driving from the alternator in a normal setup, but for some reason ours isn't charging, so again we have to use the generator. But this is our gray tank, black tank, our control panel ish, I guess, what we have of one. We just have our water heater, our water pump, our level meters in here, and then our generator, which our generator only has 12 hours on it, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if you can see that or not. Our generator only has 12 hours on it. But we bought this RV from Canada. Not Canada, but it's a Canadian RV, so it's in kilometers. We drive in kilometers. Our mileage is in kilometers. It's not really mileage, I guess it's kilometers. But everything we had to kind of like switch and measure differently, so that's a little weird. But the guy didn't have a generator in here, so we had to put that in here. That was a over $5,000 investment and 5 months of our time, but it saved us, I guess, a little bit of money. But if you can see, this RV looks almost brand new. It was bought by it was from the original owner that purchased it. So I wanted to show you, I guess up here, it's really nothing exciting. It's just the front and you drive up here, okay? We just drive up here and hang out. And then the dogs usually will sleep down here. We all have cases for them. And then I wanted to show you kind of like what else we have in here. Some of this is stuff that Naveed needs to go put in the back, but the Johnny's cactus tree that he scratches on. We bought this ruggable too, so this is kind of new. We just got this ruggable. Moral to self note: don't get white stripes on your ruggable, but I like it because we can change it out and wash it. So this is our little closet where we would hang, or we'll put sheets and pillows in here. Right now it's empty, but normally there's sheets and pillows. And the tables that are in here, we have 2 tables. This table goes up front, so you have a table in between the driver's seat, in between you, so you can eat. And then there's another table that's in the back. And this right here is our sleeping board. So if we want to extend this bed across, this table comes up front and goes into here. And this table in the back, which I'll show you in a second, would go flat. And or that one comes up here, and then you take this pole out, and then you take this board and you'll put it in between, and you could have like a big king size bed. And so in here we have the microwave. And like the other thing is, I wanted to give like a super official tour, and let me know like what questions you have in the comments below, because the things that I've done in here, like I just put this in here last night. This kind of it actually came out of the other trailer, but I put these curtains in here so that I can put these up front and I could be recording, or not recording, but we could be in here hanging out or eating or sleeping or whatever. And this would black out the front so nobody can see what we're doing back here. And then also, this van has these shades that go all the way around. And this side too, if you can see these, they'll slide all the way around and close this off, but it's just like a hanging curtain. And then we also did limo tent all the way around, so we have, I think, 5%. When we were in Las Vegas, we got 5%, which I'm gonna have to share all of my stories from our Vegas trips, but this is a pre-tour for my fans. And so we did these are like for the pets, and that's another video that's going to be coming up, is RVing with pets, so I'll have to share that. We did all these little like these are to keep the dogs from scratching up the car doors. And actually the other thing we learned is they can undo the locks and the windows when we're not in here, so that's not good. And then we have like little windows up here that slide, and I try to keep all this stuff closed because there's nothing really to, oh, you know what, it goes up from here. See, we never come in the van, so it's hard for me to even tell you what we do in here anymore. But these, I keep these in here to keep the sun reflected out, otherwise it's super hot in here. But there's windows, so you can look out if you want to. But we even had these put in at 5% tent. They did 5% tent. I think it was Eco Tent in Las Vegas that did our tent. And we have a little fan up here if we want to have fan. And I've always told people this, but a little trick, if you want to get some AC, especially up in the van when you can't get like AC, have this vent open and circulating, and have another window open in your van, and you'll get some movement. But we do have this AC, but we have to have this generator on, which takes our gas to use it. And we actually have a recall on our generator we just got in the mail, so we got to go fix that. But we only have 12 hours on our generator, and we were trying to wait till we got 50 because we have to take it back for service since it's a brand new generator. Okay, so this is the bathroom. I don't really think there's anything that exciting about a bathroom. A lot of people don't know what a wet bath is, so I'll tell you. What that means is that you're gonna take this shower handle and you're gonna take a shower in here with your toilet. So you're in here, and normally, I guess what they think is the old people or people sit down when they shower. I don't sit down when I shower. This is awkward to me. And the other crappy thing is the shower actually fills up the toilet, and you have to remember to keep flushing the toilet, otherwise it'll come back out in the shower. So this is also doubles for Johnny's litter box that we put in here, but it has these little racks in here that we put stuff in. Little tips like I'll have to use in some of my videos is like these, I use 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 like body shampoo, conditioner, and soap, because it's easier in here, because you have to take Navy showers in here. You can't take normal showers in here because you're just in a small space. Like literally what you're supposed to do, and I'm working on a fix for this, you're supposed to take this curtain and slide it all the way around here, and then you take this other little thing that they have in here and you put it on these stupid little Velcro things they came up with, and it doesn't stay, it all falls off because heat and Velcro, and that this just doesn't work, but okay. So yeah, so this is the sink that's in here, and then we have this little medicine cabinet. So there's medicine in there, and then see, we got cute little things like this little stuff from like the dollar store to have soap dispensers. And honestly, when we landed in Vegas, I'll have to share all that. Of course, it's all recorded. But we went to the dollar store, we went to Dollar General, Family Dollar, and then Walmart, and stocked up on most stuff in here. So then we also have these little slide drawers. So all the, so Naveen has his little drawer, and then I have my drawers. And then we also have, like in the van, see, we have baby wipes and a lot of things like that, because we don't always get to shower off every day, because we don't have a lot of water in here. And so we're not always needing to shower, but those are all little things. And then you have outlets in here, but you can't use those unless the generator's going. So yeah, if you want to know what a wet bath is, that means that you take a shower inside of here. But this RV was kind of made to be a little yachty, I guess. So it's like, if you think about it, it's like a moving yacht. And again, you got to make sure to turn off these things in here, the lights, otherwise we'll kill the batteries. Okay, so the other things, we have the closet, microwave. There's another little storage bin up here that we keep like the front window covers in. There's some that came with it, and then we have some that are made that you'll see in a second. And then like this is our printer. When we're on the road, we have the label printer, and then we have like a printer. I did share a bunch of my Digital Nomad things that I use for working remotely, which I'll drop a link to below this video, but I will have to make another one with the van stuff that we have in the van. And again, a lot of this is a little weird because I wanted to make sure that you could see, but I tried to do this before anybody gets in here. So this is the kitchen area that we have in here. This is a cabinet. This, you can hardly see, I'm going to show you in a second, is our fridge. And then we have our drawers back here. And we have our sink, which we keep stuff in for when we're traveling. And then this is actually our stove that we've never used, but it's under here. So, and then we have a little leaflet too that comes up, so it'll extend and give you more room. But yeah, we have these drawers. So these are our drawers in here. And then we have our fridge. So our fridge thankfully goes gas, electric, battery, but for some reason it doesn't always seem to cool as great on different temps. But that's what's in here in the fridge. Probably need to clean that out. And then we actually have a little mini freezer if we want to put something up here. This is a little mini freezer. So this is our Nomadic fridge. And then we have, this is other just stuff. So bags and things for cleaning. This is where I keep all that. And then again, another outlet. And then we have our sink here, so you can see we had our wine glasses. We had a great time. Somebody was like, oh my God, what's going on in your last tour, in your last video? And I was like, you must not follow my story. So if you haven't seen my story and you don't know what's going on in my life right now, I have like 2 RVs and I don't want to say 4 houses, but 4 houses I have to kind of like care for, including my parents. And then I have my boyfriend of 9 years, and we have a lot of traveling going on. And so please, please, please watch my story. I'll drop a link to it below in the description below this video, but please watch that after this video is over. But these are the cabinets. I know this looks a little janky right now. It's really not that janky. as it looks. These are more for plates and cups and things like that, and we actually only bought 2 of everything, so it's just me and Naveen. And then all the animals have their own bowls because we have 3 dogs and a cat, and we're actually fostering a dog right now that I snuck home. So we have another bowl that we got, but we get them from the dollar store so we can do them all the time. Okay, this is the back. I'm not going to be able to put all this down right now. All I can do is show this to you, okay? So you saw this was like the bathroom area, and then there's a mirror here. A mirror that you can see me in. I don't know if you can see me or not. Can you? Maybe. But back here is where we would sleep or hang out. So this is a couch right now. We found this long triangle pillow, which helps keep anything from falling behind. And then you have these 2 seats over here. And then you have this middle piece where you can hang out. So we'll leave this up during the day and we'll do stuff in here. So in case you are wondering how we all hang out in here together and sleep, here's one side, here's one side, and there's Birdie, Roland, Crypto, Milo, and this is the bed setup, so we can do it as 2 separate beds, or we could put this table down and have one big bed. And then Johnny was being bad, so he had to go back in his case. I don't know if you can see him or not, but that's the cat. So 4 dogs, 1 cat, 2 human beings. So that's how we sleep when we're van lifing and hanging out. And so that way, if I want to use my computer while Naveen is over here just sleeping away, I can sit right here and type on my computer and the dogs can hang out. So we also can put the smaller table here, but that's the front of the van up there. And then you have this middle piece where you can hang out. So we'll leave this up during the day and we'll do stuff in here. And speaking of which, I need to take the sleeping bag inside because it's like 100 degrees and we're not going to carry this around on a van trip with us. So I'm going to, also, I've got some bags for these pillows. I'm going to put them in some air bags, you know, the bags that you take the air out of. I'm going to get some, I have some of those, compressed air bags. I'm gonna put those in there and put them in the closet because I feel like they just take up space because there's air in them. And I'm talking about these sleeping pillows. These pillows we only get out really for sleeping, and they normally stay in the closet, but I think they were working on something in here and that's why they're out. I'm not sure. And then we went to Walmart and got all these pillows to cover the back, and then we also have some other pillows that normally, oh, they're right here. We have these other pillows to sit over here. And then I just kind of keep these blankets on a lot of our stuff because I don't want the dogs to claw things up or the cats. And so we have these cabinets too. I'll tell you that, these cabinets. So over here we keep like the food and stuff. We're gonna have snacks and food, and the dog food's up there. I've literally just prepped the van. I haven't put all this stuff away, and we normally will do that like on a trip because we're not normally around the van. The van stays at a storage unit. These cabinets are kind of cool because they come out. So they're like corner cabs. So this is like dog treats and dog stuff back there. And then we have a fan. And then I think I put some blankets and stuff back there because it goes back actually pretty far. I don't know if you can tell, but there's blankets way back there. Oops, I don't want that to hit. But way back there, there's blankets. And then the nice thing about this is that this AC is on the back side, so it doesn't come up the top. And then same thing over here, but we keep some more towels and like cleaning and like books or things like that over there. And then We have, this cabinet needs to be cleaned again. It was nice until we lost something. We can't find the remote. I think we lost the remote. So it's a little messy because I was looking for the remote and cables. So that's the cable cabinet. And then we have, I think this is a DVD player and stuff like that. So this is our inverter and where all that plugs in, and there's something like weird about this RV. Like you have to take the inverter and like plug it into a different wall whenever you're ready. Like you have to plug it into this socket, into this light socket. I don't know if you can see this. This light socket, you have to plug the inverter like into the light socket or into this 12 volt whenever you want to use it. The TV on battery versus generators. And so we have to measure in the van, you know, how much battery, how much everything we're using. TV, if we want to watch TV, it does pop out. So we can hang out back here, and that's normally, this is Naveen's side. So he hangs out over here, and then I hang out on that side. And then we do have space right here, which you can't really see. But there's this space. So this bed actually lays down. So this whole thing is going to like lay out. And we have fans and things like that. So these... I told you my hair. I cut my hair. It's a little janky right now. It's falling out. I haven't figured out how to keep it up. But we have this little space, these little nooks. And on this side, we keep like our printer. And obviously some blankets, things like that. I normally will move all this when we're traveling. But again, we literally just picked up the van well, I won't say a few hours ago, but last night. And so we have all this back here. And I will show you, I guess, that... this it's really nice under here. I don't know if you can see, but there's cabinetry that can go underneath here and you can get to the back door from there. And then this is a nice white, this is the couch. Okay, everything's white in here. That's the other reason I keep everything covered, but I have to keep everything covered for the dogs and really just for us to be comfortable in here. But there are windows that you can see out of, and so like if we wanted to put the windows up, we can raise the windows. But again, I have all this stuff in the windows, so we never normally are looking out the windows in here. I'll tell you, we're kind of like weird RVers. Some RVers like have their windows open and the nature and all that stuff. We're in here and we're, I guess Naveen calls it Fort Knox, but if it's a nice day out, we will have some of the windows open. But a lot of times we'll have the AC on or something like that, so we won't have the windows open. Or like if Naveen snores, so like if we're at a gas station, I won't have the windows open because he'll be snoring and somebody will be beside us and they'll know we're in there sleeping. But you can pop this back out. Like you can open these doors and lay this down, and you could like literally lay here and be van lifing out the back, like your typical how you dream of being in a deserted place and being like, oh my gosh, we're just laying in our bed looking out at the, you know, view. We can do that. We just haven't done that yet. But we actually haven't taken that many trips in this van. We spent a month traveling in it when we first got it. And then I think we went on one trip maybe in it, maybe two, and then we haven't been on it again. So I'm gonna have to do you a quickie walk around later. I can't do it here at the RV park. So I promised you an outside tour of the van, and I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it again. Hair in my mouth. So we are parked up here in Mississippi. So this is the outside of the van right here. And we're just hanging out at the casinos. But I wanted to show you the outside of our Pleasure Way. I was trying to see if I could get you the exact serial number. And this is the pre-tour, so I'm gonna have to get like way better about this stuff. But okay. So in case you're wondering what's in that, this is just our battery down here. It slides out normally, but it's, oh, you know what? I have to unpin it with this pin. You see right here? I have to unpin this, but I'm not going to do that right now because the other thing is Ann is inside sleeping. So I'm doing this while they're sleeping. Okay, so that's the battery cubby, and then we have our little light switches out here. And then we have our little awning if we wanted to put that out. And then back here is just another cubby, and we've put electrical stuff in it. So we just put like electrical stuff in here and extra stuff. This is probably one of our larger cubbies. Oh, and then the awning tarp stuff. Okay, and then I just washed my hands. We have the AC, you can see is up here. You can see the awning stuff, but this is like the side of the van. And then we have our little stowaway back here. So the stowaway puts our stowing stuff in here, so extra stuff. And then we have some more cubbies, like over here. This is just to do a water fill. We can pour in here and do a water fill if we want to do a water fill. So over here is just sewer. So these are like the sewer hoses and stuff that we keep in here. And then this is like a place that we can store our sewer hose, but it doesn't fit in there. That's only for like old school sewer hoses. I was making sure that was good. And then obviously I showed you this on a little pre-tour, but this is just our, well, you see our sewer dump thing down here. So our sewer dump. And then this is our city water if we want to hook up to city water, and then cable TV, which we've never done. And then this is for our electric if we want to hook up to electric. We're a 30 amp. And then also this is our propane. So when we get propane, this is what we're running like our fridge off of right now while we're boondocking. And I actually made some vlogs about that, which you can check out in the description below this video. So my van life vlogs. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button below, subscribe to this channel, and turn on notifications so you're notified every time I publish another one of these amazing videos. But this is my pre-tour, okay? And then this, we didn't have this before, but we actually used this as a cubby, and now we have a generator. So that's pretty cool. We didn't have a generator when this started, but we actually got this generator. What is this? Onan QG2800i. But this is what we'll turn on if we want to get electric right now, because like we're boondocking here at this casino. But I thought this would be the best way to give you like a pre-tour of this. I'll have to give a more official tour, but I thought that this little pre-tour would be at least good for where we're at right now. So hopefully I locked all those cubbies back and we don't lose anything. But yeah, this is our Pleasure Way van, and that's what we've been sleeping in for like the last few days. And actually, I'll tell you, it's the Pleasure Way XLTS, okay? That might just be a Canadian version, but you can see this way too. But that's the van tour. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing over here, is hanging out doing van tours. So I'll have to hop back inside and show you the rest of the inside. And so that's why I said I'm gonna have to give you like an official tour later on. But I hope you enjoyed this pre-tour of my van, and this is Van Life with Vlogging Brandi. We're gonna go on a trip. I'm gonna be doing some vlogs that I can't wait to share with you. So if you like this video and this tour, hit the like button below. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, my Vlogging Brandi YouTube channel, and tap that little bell icon so you're notified every time I publish a new video. If you haven't checked out my Varsity YouTube channel, please check that out. I will drop a link in the description below to that, as well as all the other things that I mentioned in here, along with the tour of my stationary RV setup, so you can kind of see how we are here. And then I also shared a little tour of the penthouse and kind of how we live when we're back in the city versus we're here doing the RV stationary setup and the lake life thing, or now the van life thing. So I can't wait to bring you along and show you like more about my life, and especially like our RV life. Drop a comment below, let me know what else you want to hear. If you liked this video, again, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified every time I publish. So until the next video, check out all the goodies in the description below. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.